Hey, guys! I am finally live. It's Saturday, and it means I'm gonna sit in front of the camera again, and I'm gonna talk about something that seems pretty important to me. And every time before my live streams, I spend some time to think about topics that I would want to talk about. And initially, when I thought about starting my video diary, um, obviously in my head, I thought that it would be something uh, that I've seen before. Like people telling about some places or events, editing, and then making it interesting to watch. And then I started doing this, and I thought, okay, there should be one edited episode, and then there should be one live episode, because there's so many edited videos online, and there's so many people doing this, but not many people do it live because it's basically just you. You can't edit, you can't add special effects. It's just you, and to me, it's kind of more humble. So, anyway, um, today I wanted to talk about social media addiction because it's really relevant nowadays. People spend more and more time on their phones, and I don't know, only completely ignorant people have not talked about it yet. Um, we even released a song called "What's Wrong with Us" with Chase the Comet. I don't know if you've heard it. If you haven't, check it out. I'm pretty proud of myself with the lyrics of this song. Hey guys, thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching. I'm streaming on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And basically, I'm just doing it for myself because I kind of feel the need to express some thoughts um, on some subjects, topics, problems. I don't know if it's a problem, but I've just noticed how free I feel when I don't have a phone. And why I came to this subject and idea for the talk tonight is because look what happened to my phone. Check this out. This is what happened. So I had a phone with a very nice case, and then it was in a case for a year. And then at some point, I took it out of the case. Oh, by the way, it's kind of funny, but I took it out of the case because we were about to shoot the video for What's Wrong with Us. And I was supposed to be posing with my phone. And I took it out of the case. And 30 seconds later, it slipped out of my hands. It dropped, and happens to everybody. This classical screen, and we have that little thing. Oh, damn, I don't even have it anymore. Yeah, but then we think, I'll take it off. But then we realize the pieces of the screen will fall apart. And yeah, so basically what happened, we went to the Mammoth Lakes to snowboard, and it was so cold there that the screen started having these black things, and like it died. I can't use it, and it means I'm phoneless for the last 2 days, and I feel amazing. I feel so great. And Alex has started being nervous about it. He started telling me, we need to buy you a new phone. And I go, I don't need it. I mean, Of course, I do need it, but I just don't feel like I want to get back into this. And I try to minimize my time on the phone as much as I can because I feel it's like a necessity for me. I don't do it for pleasure. I do it because I have to, because I need to stay in touch with some people. I need to uh, be on social media to stay in touch with uh, the music listeners. And I I I don't get it, guys. I'm in the subway. Everybody's in their phones. I'm driving a car on a signal. I look around. People are in their phones. Literally. Why am I telling this to you? You know it. You've seen it. You see it every day, and you're a part of it. We're all a part of it. So I really think we have to do something with it, and without a conscious effort, it's not possible. So this is an addiction, right? And how do we fight addictions? First, we have to admit we have an addiction, right? It's okay. I think everybody has a social media addiction, more or less. Someone is down deeper. But anyway, think about this: you go to a party or you go out, and first 15 minutes, let's say you go to the bathroom, then you get a drink, then maybe you meet some people, you talk, and then when morning, hey, for me it's 10 p.m. It's night, but if it's morning for you, good morning. um, and then think about that. How soon are you taking your phone out? At some point, you take your phone out because there's something very urgent. You need to check Facebook. You need to check Instagram. How many likes did you get? How many comments did people leave? Oh, this picture is so awesome, but it didn't get many likes. And you get upset. But the main idea why you check that phone is because you need endorphins, you need emotions, you need to cheer yourself up. How much attention people brought you, and that makes you feel better. And that's why we all have social media addiction, because it's our way to feel better about ourselves. Another reason is because we want to stay up to date. And again, it's something that doesn't come from the inside. So it's the inside factor and the outside factor, right? The outside factor, oh, I want to stay updated. I want to know what's going on in the world, because otherwise I would feel left out. Like I won't have topics to talk about with people, right? So think about that. What makes you check social media? Why do you do it? Because a lot of us are not even conscious about that. We just do it automatically. We take out the phone and we start scrolling the feed, brain off. We don't even think about it. It's our way to escape the world. I don't know if you guys watch South Park, uh, but I'm a huge fan. I love South Park. They are so, so awesome. Their humor is amazing. And it's the last season. I don't know if you watched it. If you haven't, but you like South Park, you can watch it for free on their website, southparkstudios.com. You just go there and you can watch the last season. It's amazing. It's they have an episode about social media addiction, and they went so far that in the series they sell like a Zen box so that you could get away from the world with your phone. But you should watch it. I'm not gonna spoil. If you love South Park, please do watch it. You'll enjoy it. If you don't really like South Park, then I'll tell you briefly. Um, Social media addiction is getting really big, and those guys just make fun of it and try to show it to us how ridiculously we look when we try to relax. And for us, relaxing means get taken out our phone and just scrolling our feed. No, that's not how you relax, because basically your brain is not resting when you scroll the feed. You think you're resting, but in fact you're not. And how how to fight it? How to fight it? Think why you take out the phone, because something annoys you, or because you get bored, or because you need to check how your latest picture or post did, if it did well. Um, Maybe you think that maybe you have notifications about messages. I don't, honestly. I mean, I have all my notifications turned off. And I have a special time during the day when I check messages. Like, I check my Instagram messages once a day. And probably you know all this. You probably read a lot of books from a lot of smart and famous people. Um, Not like me, but people who actually achieved some success in their field. And They usually say that you should only check your email once a day, that you should only check your messages once a day. Because if something is urgent, people are not going to reach out to you on social media. They're going to call you, right? Or at least text you. Um, so why don't we just try to, if you figured out that you have a social media addiction, or you feel uncomfortable about the amount of time that you spend online, because sometimes you know that, right? You go online, or you take out your phone to check what time it is, and then 30 minutes later you're just like, oh my god, I just spent 30 minutes on my phone. I don't even remember why I took it out. It happened to me a few times. Or like, you think, okay, I'm gonna check my email, and then again, 30 minutes later, you're like, oh my God, what did I need to do? Where have I been? And you don't remember anymore because you were just lost, right? Your brain was off. You were not controlling what you were doing. And a lot of us spend a lot of time. Think how much time you spend a day just doing nothing, scrolling the feed, not looking for something special that you need, but just surfing online. And next, think about how many times you told to some friends, or to some yeah, to friends, or to some other people, that you didn't have time. We always say that, right? We're all so busy. We're all so busy. We don't have time to meet out. We don't have time to call. We forget to call our grandparents. We forget about people, some close people's birthdays, because we don't have time. We're all so busy. And that basically means that we spend our time online. Da-da-dum. It's true, and we all know it's true, but we would never admit it, because that would basically mean that we have no excuses anymore. And that's understandable. I mean, everybody gets tired. Everybody has to hustle, go to work, study, or just have some, you know, personal life things that we have to deal with. It's understandable. We all need to get away and give ourselves some time, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the time on our phones, when our brain is not resting. And every next day we feel more and more tired, because our brain never rests. It has to process all the information that we see. Just think about that. If if you take your computer and just, instead of turning it off or letting it go into a sleeping mode, you would just keep running some tasks on the background, like rendering some, I don't know, videos or whatever. The computer wouldn't last for long, right? And think about our brain. It's the same. Nick, I want to make people laugh, even though I'm not funny. I try to make people laugh anyway, though memes and comments on posts. I would say that's a big reason I use Facebook. That's a great reason, but then again, think about how much time you spend to see if people react, right? That's important. I mean, it's very important to stay in touch with people, and I definitely understand that because most of my friends and almost all my family live on different side of the earth, and internet and social media are great means to stay in touch, to let them know what's going on. But we all have to admit we can't be online forever. We have to take care of ourselves because otherwise we'll just burn out. That's why, let's see, I wanted to talk about how to fight social media addiction. uh, but a lot of people do not even admit it, and um, of course that's much more difficult if you don't admit it. If you're like, oh, fuck you, you have a social media addiction, you nerd, you dork. No. um I don't know. I think the most important thing is to feel happy, right? We all want to feel happy, we all want to feel relaxed, and the key to happiness is harmony, relaxation. um all sounds very cheesy. Everybody says that, but in fact, what do they mean? Let's try this. So next time you have free time, like really free time, let's say you're in line, or um, you're in a bus, or you wait for something, or you're on a throne in the morning. Like, seriously, what if you wake up in the morning and you don't take your phone to check social media? How about that? What if you just do all the things that you do in the morning without your phone? Would it be a challenge for you? Would it be difficult? If so, why? Why would it be difficult for you? Because you would feel detached from the world? What if you just spend this time with yourself, just for yourself, and enjoy it? I try to stay out of the phone if I don't write my notes. I have my real biographic notes that I write. And when I'm on the bus, I do it. But then I look around and I see people watching YouTube or scrolling the feed. And I think, what if you guys just look out of the window? It's pretty outside. The sun shines. There's lots of beautiful things, buildings, even people. It's just nice to look at them. And the more time we spend just contemplating rather than being there, the more we actually feel this life, feel the moment, carpe diem, whatever they say. It's just much more enjoyable. Honestly, you should try. Nick says, I'm always checking the number of likes, comments, like frequently after I post something. I like attention. Apple has this thing called screen time that monitors how often you're using each app. It was designed for kids so parents can watch how often they're on social media and stuff. That's cool. I didn't know about that. And I don't have an iPhone. Um, Nick says, so I recently noticed how often I'm on social media. So good timing for this video. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I figured that I don't have my phone. Alex had to give me his phone today, and we're fine with that. If you guys, by the way, if you didn't watch my previous stream about relationships that last, that's another thing to check out, because people in normal relationships can actually give their phones to their significant ones, and that's okay because I'm not gonna check his social media. Um, yeah, so it's good to be off the phone. It's good to be offline. It's amazing to not be on Instagram. Actually, I said that many times. I'll say it again. If I didn't have the band and the music that, and if I didn't want to connect to people, but it's not about likes or a number of subscribers. It's the feeling of connection. Since I don't have my family here, sometimes I do feel lonely. And people who support me, mostly on Instagram, our listeners who became our friends, like Nick here on YouTube, by the way, um, they make me feel more comfortable. They I think about them, and it makes me move on, move forward, create something new, which is amazing. But again, it's not about the amount of likes for me. But I understand that a lot of people need those um, to maintain their self-esteem. And probably that would be another good topic for a live video, something about self-esteem and why we lack it sometimes and how it's built. Where does it come from? I'll just share my thoughts with you guys, and I'll be happy to hear what you think about it. uh, but another, yeah, I guess our social media addiction, it's by the way, another interesting fact, and I'm gonna wrap it up. um, I've been to a workshop. Yeah, I think I can call it that way. Um, it was just an interesting fact. Well, I didn't learn it myself, but from that workshop, they were telling that there had been some research conducted recently, and uh, the average time uh, of people applying. I'm trying to figure out how to say that better in English. So imagine people lose their phones, uh, and people lose their wallets. So the average time after which people were calling the police about their phone loss, like how soon they um, find out that they lost a phone, is 1 hour. For the wallet, it's over 24 hours. See, so we use our phones more often than we use our wallets. And that's how soon we find out that we lose a phone. It's 1 hour later, right? And if we lose a wallet, it's just okay. Maybe we'll find it, something like that. But the other thing, so Nick said about the app, so you can actually track if you need to track how much time you spend on social media. I'm over social media, Nick, and that's good. Honestly, that's good. If you know, and there's so many of them. You know, maybe a good idea would be to just cut down uh, some of them and just stay somewhere where you can actually stay connected with the people you want to stay connected with. A lot of people would tell me, "Oh, are you on Snapchat?" No, I'm not. Are you on Twitter? No, I'm not. Because I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube. And that's so much already. That's so much. I would love to stay on one social media and be done with it. Just stay in touch with you, with whoever wants to stay in touch with me. And yeah, for me, it's not a Vanity Fair to like, hey, look at me, how many flowers I got for my birthday, or how much money I invested into celebrating my kid's birthday, whatever. Yeah, sorry, it can be very not nice sometimes. Um, but the idea is to just be more self-sufficient and use social media for what they were designed for. I don't know if this whole video makes any sense for you. If you're watching it later, um, my idea was to try to help. Is I've done some progress on this subject. Um, I can control the time that I spend on social media. Um, and that's why I don't really like chatting for chatting. Like if you have something to ask for, or you need to tell something, or you know you have some information to share, go ahead. Just hi, how are you doesn't work, because I appreciate my time and I appreciate yours, and I wish that for everyone, you know, so that we are really busy when we say we are busy, right? And and we can spend that time for creating something, for helping others, for making this world better. However cheesy this sounds. Anyway, I think that's enough for me for tonight. Um, I'll get back to not using social media for tonight anymore. Um, and if you guys haven't heard our song "What's Wrong with Us," that's about social media and using phones. I'll promote it a little bit. It says, "Can you see the world living around us, moving along, keeping its own pace, looking at us in surprise, trying to realize what's wrong with us? Can you see the world living around us, moving along, keeping its own pace, looking at us in surprise, trying to realize what's wrong with us? What's wrong with us?" Here's a little sneak peek. Um, Feel free to listen to it. It's a song by Chase the Comet called "What's Wrong with Us," and our newest single is going to come out on March 1st. So don't miss it, and listen to more music. Stay less on social media. Hugs and kisses to you all. Thank you for watching. And the phone is about to fall off. Okay, now I'll have to figure out how to turn it off simultaneously. Kisses and bye-bye.